New Dark Angels box set is on its way, but is it worth buying? That is the question. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. As always, my name is Jay, and in this video I want to talk about the new Dark Angels Deathwing Assault Box set that was announced along the Christmas break about a week ago. And is it worth it? Right? Is it worth it? Is there value in the box set? What does it include? Is it going to be worth buying? Am I going to buy it? We'll see, to be honest. So, first of all, let's talk about the box set itself. Now, this has happened in previous editions, like when the Sisters came out with their new army, or the Black Templar, or the new Orcs. They released these limited edition box sets, where it would be a one-time release box set, so it'll go crazy, it'll sell out in like 5 minutes. And it contains the new book, and you get it well before the Codex actually comes out. And I'm anticipating that's going to be the situation in this case. And so the GW, of course, announced the Dark Angels box set. It's called Deathwing Assault. And as you can see here are the contents. So essentially what you get is 2 squads of 5 Terminators. These are just the standard Terminators from the new box for Space Marines. But then you also get 2 sets of upgrade sprues, which I believe will not only allow you to upgrade your Terminators to make them Deathwing, it'll also allow you to take and upgrade your Outriders and everything else in your, if you have generic Space Marines, you can upgrade them to Dark Angels, which is very cool. In addition to these 2 squads of 5 Terminators, you also get the new Belial model, which I'll talk about in a moment, and the new Deathwing Knights models. So you get 16 Terminator models, right? So 10 Terminators, 5 Knights, and Belial. You get 3 Watchers in the Dark, and you get a Teleport Homer. Cool. So 20 miniatures are in the box. 16 Terminators, 3 Watchers in the Dark, and a homing beacon. And then in addition to that, you also get the transfer sheets, of course, the data slate cards, and you also get the supplement well before it usually comes out, right? This is usually a pretty cool thing. That's a really cool box set. I like it. If you're new to Dark Angels and you really want to play Terminators, this will be a great value. Again, they haven't officially announced the prices, but it's pretty much anticipated that these box sets are usually the same prices as like the Christmas Battle Forces. There is tons of value in this box, but before I go over my thoughts, I just want to talk about the new Belial model as well that was also leaked as part of this set. For those of you who know, the Belial model right now is made of resin. It is very old, very fragile. It's kind of outdated. So they've come up with a new Belial. In the end, I think this model's okay. I like the detail. I like the skull that's burning beside him. I'm not a big fan of the pose, to be honest. The pose feels a little monotone. Like, it feels awkward why he'd be standing in that pose, I found. Great detail on the cloak and the front of the back. I do prefer, this is going to come with a couple head options. There's the cloaked head and the non-cloaked head. I prefer the cloaked head. To me, that looks more like the standard Belial, and it just makes him look more, mysterious. The uncloaked head, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of his hairline, I guess, but I prefer the cloaked head myself. Overall, great detail. Is this a giant improvement on the previous one? Meh. I think the model's cool. I think the Azrael model was a huge improvement in the size, because he went Primaris size, right? This Belial seems okay. Like, to me, I'm not the biggest fan of the new improved Belial. I think the pose is what kind of hurts it for me. But overall, cool. He's improved, he's new, he'll be like this for the next 10 years. Awesome. All right, the previous Belial was from, I think, 6th edition. Was when the last Belial model came out. And as I said, I've already talked about the Knights. They're cool. They look very Grey Knighty. So, will I be buying this box set? I don't know, to be honest. The value for me, in my opinion, like, again, you get 10 Terminator models that you can convert to Deathwing, the new Deathwing Knights, the new Belial. Awesome. The new Belial is cool. And as I said, he is a slight upgrade to the old Belial model. The new Knights are cool. I don't know if the swords are going to be that much. They're going to make the swords that much better, because otherwise there's no point to just replacing your old Knights with the new Knights. The new Knights look a little more like Grey Knights, and they have swords, and as well as flails and maces. So they're probably going to make it so the swords are better, which I don't see that making any sense. But then you also get the supplement, and the supplement to me is really cool to have that book well ahead of the normal release date, which is what I'm guessing they're going to do. Usually you get it well in advance. I really want to play my Dark Angels in tournaments, and so to get the supplement in my hands so that I can play it in tournaments would be very handy, plus the data slate cards, which is really nice as well, because they sell out very quickly, and then you can't really get them again for some of these cases. So having the book and the data slate cards in advance and being able to play as quick as possible my new Dark Angels is really where I see the value myself. I already have 35 painted Deathwing, I already have a squad of Knights, I already have Belial. So for me, the models, I see it as a great value to someone starting a Dark Angels army or really, really want to upgrade their Deathwing, right? This makes a lot of sense. It's called Deathwing Assault for a reason. It's going to come down to price, but the book and the data slate cards is really what screams to me. The new Belial's okay. The new Knights are cool, but I just don't need another 10 Deathwing. I really don't know if I even need the Knights, to be honest. I could play with the old Belial model myself. So to me, the value is really in the accessory stuff, again, and the upgrade sprues are really cool too. You can kind of like upgrade your Outriders, which is very cool. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, I'm kind of torn on it. I could see myself buying it like a FOMO situation, especially if they're announcing this box set so far in advance of the actual codex. I could see myself buying it and paying hundreds of dollars for it, and that kind of hurts my heart, especially seeing as I've painted like 100 Dark Angel models this year alone, and I'm about to finish my Dark Angel painting challenge, so to get 16 more Dark Angels, well, it's only 16 models, I can paint them up pretty quickly, but still, I was kind of hoping to be done by Dark Angels by now, so we'll see. But what do you think? What do you think about the new Deathwing Assault box set? Are you going to be picking it up? I think it's going to sell out instantly. I'm going to make a video saying it's gone, because I think it's going to sell quite quickly. It'll go very quickly like the other limited edition box sets. I just don't know if the value is necessary. I haven't seen the price, but to me, because I already have so many Dark Angel models, I don't see the value as much. I'm also not the biggest fan of the upgraded Belial. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about the new Belial? What do you think about the new models? What do you think about the box set? Leave comments in the comment section down below. Let's create a discussion, and stay tuned for more videos. It's 2024 now. That's crazy. I'm going to make tons of videos coming up. Stay tuned, more videos on reviews and these models and everything. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting, perhaps your Deathwing.